All right, so when you turn the machine on, you're in the manual mode. We're in the manual mode now. I got the clutch disengaged, so 5 is forward. There's no metal coming through because I don't have the clutch engaged. All right, 6 is back, 2 is slow forward. Yeah. You want to have a seat here? Have a seat.
There, now I got it.
Okay.
You go ahead.
All right, so 5, so when I turn the machine off and then I turn it back on, it's automatically in the manual mode. 5 is fast forward, 6 is fast reverse, 2 is slow forward, and 3 is slow reverse. This little wrench, the pair of pliers, the pair of pliers is the cross-cut shear when I want to do a 0 cut. So I can actually engage my clutch right there, and since I got the metal already in there, I'm just going to move it forward just a hair, and I'll press this for the cross cut. We're at 0. Cut a little bit off. Now we're at 0.
Now we move it forward and check
Now
that.
I can do it, but we already got it set up. So I'm going to release the clutch. This is for the parameters of the machine. This green wrench. Okay. It's password protected. We'll cross that hurdle when that day comes. Come on over. Get screwed over a little closer. I want everybody, a big little happy family here. All right, so in this is, when there's a light right here, this is just, and there's no number right here, this is a single bin mode. I could program in 120 inches as long as there's a light right there. This turns that light on and off. If that light's on and there's no number here, that's the single bin mode. I can hit clear and type in inch, but I can't put a quantity. This is just 120 inches. I hit start, run one piece, 120 inches.
It's always inches.
Yeah, most people don't. We could put it in millimeters if you want.
No.
All right, so most people want it in inches, and most people don't use this single bin mode. All right, so I'm going to clear that out. If there's no lights on over here, you're in the manual mode. 5, 6, 2, and 3 in this work. Okay.
Yep.
Now, the wrench is the brain of the machine. It's password protected. Just if you push it, it's always going to say reference REF. Just push it again, you get out of there. You get out of there. Okay. If you push something, you're not sure how to get out of it, just turn the machine off. That's just an easy way of getting back to the manual mode. All right. This little key right here is for that little circle, this and that. Guess what? They don't work on this machine. This is for, this control was also put on a cut the length line, a slitting line like you got over there, but made by Schlebach. And this is to line the knives up on the machine, but you don't have that on this machine. So these don't even apply to your machine, okay? We'll get this key right here is the single mode right there, or I'm in the manual mode. We'll get to this key later, but this is your cross cut. The programming and the run keys are right here. The keypad's just set 0 through 9. The edit key, you see the program edit and the program run. You operate these basically as far as entering them the same way. You push the edit key and then you push enter and it says edit. So I know I'm in the edit key when I see the word edit up there. When it's a full screen like this and I see a 1 here and some numbers up here, if it says edit up there, I know I'm in the edit. I exit the edit key the same way I go into it. I push edit, it's gone. The 1's gone, I'm not in either one of these. In order to be in either one of these keys, there should be a number up right here. The run the same way. When I hit run and I hit enter, now I'm in the run mode. The run mode will not have the word edit up there. It'll actually have a digital number. And that's the encoder reading when I start the program. That's what it runs the encoder to. And this is what I'm going to cut to, but I'm not going to do it yet. All right, so I'm going to hit run to get out the same way. All right, there's no number in there. I'm in the single bin right now because that light's on. I can turn it off. I'm in the manual mode. But let's go program something real quick. So push the edit key and push enter. I never change that from 1, and I'll show you why in just a little while. But when I come in here, this is actually, this says program, but think of this number right here as a grouping. This is a group number. This is the program number. This is number 1 of group 1. If I arrow this way, this arrow forwards and backwards, I can go to program 2. Or I can arrow back to program 1. Look what happens when I arrow back one more time. 333. I'm on the very last program of this group, where I can arrow back to number 1. So group 1 has 333 programs in it. That's why I don't ever leave group 1. And let me show you how. When I go here, this is where I can change. When there's nothing on the screen except that group, I can use the arrow and go to group 2. There's 333 programs in there too. Same thing here, 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 all the way to 9. But I'm going to go to group 1. That's why I never change group 1, because I have 333 programs in this one. Why ever change it off of group 1? There's no point. So anytime you go into program edit, just hit enter, and the same thing with run. So now I'm on program 1 of group 1. Now, this on and off doesn't apply to you. You can leave it at 0. Back here, you got a notching machine that you attachment that you can connect to it if you bought a notcher. You do not have a notcher, so you can leave that at 0. That turns the notcher on and off.
Okay.
Okay. So just hit enter to go to the next space. This is where I put my length in inches. If I want 120 inches, I type in 120, 00, there's 120 inches. If I want 40 feet, what's 40 times 12?
480 inches.
480 inches. 480 inches. That's a long panel.
That's what we're looking at.
But you get the idea.
Hold it up.
I'm gonna go to 120 right there.
What, can't you plug all these in ahead of time? You have to plug, as you cut them, you plug them in?
Most people just use the first 2 or 3, yes, to be honest with you, because they always change the length. They always change lengths.
But for every length, you have to come here. You can't plug in all your lengths at once and have it cut.
You can. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's saying create a file that you can select
So we have
from.
The file is the program number. That's it. There's no saving like a USB stick, nothing like that here.
program
we had
1, 20 different links that we want to cut. Somebody comes in, plugs in the 20. This will automatically cut them.
You have to verify that you have the right length in there. But most people change how many lengths they want, what length they want. Some people want 20, some people want 120, some people want 120 and a quarter. If you make standard lengths, yeah, pre-program and just have them in there. But this machine gets used so much, and the lengths change so much that they just use the first 2 or 3 programs.
Program on, program there, and then
No,
in there.
what I'm getting at is they go out on a job site and
Yep.
they have 20 different.
20 panels on that one. You have to hit enter. It goes to program 2. Now you can program in your next one. You want 60 inches on that panel, and you want 15 of those. You hit enter, program 3. You hit enter. I want 240 inches on that panel. Hit enter. I want 10 of those. Hit enter. Yeah, all day long.
So you can stack
All
them
day
up.
long.
You can
All-
stack links in there. Basically.
All you want. All you want.
Now, how do you go back and find them?
You just arrow back to the program number that you want.
Okay,
2
gotcha.
or 1.
That's it.
You just got to make sure that we write down
How many
for
of
our.
what?
It was
What
program
it
1
was.
here was 240 inches and 15 pieces.
Yeah,
'Cause you're never going to use that program again.
probably not.
Never.
But that's why when I come back into program edit, I just hit enter, and I say maybe I want 80 inches here, and I hit enter, and I want 25 there. So now I made that change number
2
1.
is okay. 1 is now that.
1 is
number.
that, 2 is that now, 3 is that, yeah.
So-
But they change so much that people when you leave, this is why they stay on the first 5, because when I leave edit and I go to run enter, I could run number 1, or I could run number 2, or I could run number 3. But when they're done with run, they hit the run key, they go back to edit, enter, they're back on program 1, so they just hit enter. They change this to 213 inches, enter, and maybe they want to change the length, the quantity here to 15, and hit enter. It's just easier to stay on the first program instead of scrolling over to the 20th program. When all you're filling out is the length and how many you want.
Yeah.
Why go to 25
And
or 225 when I could just stay on the first three and do it?
So we go to the job. He's got 5 different lengths,
Yeah.
and he's got in quantities or such. So he just come in there, so we could go in there knowing from the shop this is what it's going to be
You can pre-program every single part, length, and quantity you
job.
want in there.
for the job.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
Okay.
You just go down
I'm
the
not
line.
saying you shouldn't, but I'm letting you know that most people don't go past the first 5. They type it in there. It takes seconds. When you start using this machine more and more, you'll just type the length in there, the quantity, hit, you're ready to roll.
Probably a lot of them won't never get past program 1.